Hello everyone and welcome back to another match reaction. This is your match reaction of Crystal Palace 5, West Ham United 2. The reason why this match reaction is so late is because I've been at work. I haven't watched football all weekend because I've been at work. And the only game I got to watch was Chelsea Man City. And I got to watch that back because it's on iPlayer. Before we get into anything, tomorrow I'm going to be on the Talking Balls YouTube channel. Catch me at 8 p.m, roughly 8 p.m, around that time. I can't promise exactly 8 p.m, but the stream starts at 8 p.m, so go and subscribe to Talking Balls anyway. And yeah, I'll be on that channel tomorrow, talking West Ham. And on Tuesday, I'll be doing, I'm pretty sure it's Tuesday, the Arsenal-Chelsea watch-along. It's a double watch-along because Leicester-Southampton, a key game in the Championship. I like watching the Championship, so I'm going to have that another double watch-along on Tuesday as well. So we're active, and obviously the aftermath tomorrow as well. Make sure to like the video as well, and yeah, subscribe if you're new. Yeah, well, so I watched the goals. I saw a video of nothing happened this time with someone getting off a coach, but I saw a video of Kurt Zuma talking to, well, not talking to fans, but signing people's autographs off the coach. And from what I saw of the goals, you have got some balls on you to even show your face, captain or not. So show your face after that horrendousness. And for all the people that watched the game, let me know if I'm wrong, but from what I saw of the highlights, it looked like sometimes it was a back three. Alvarez was filling in for the back three off the ball because Crystal Palace play a back three as well. So Moyes wanted to match them up, and I think that's why probably Zuma hasn't been that good anyway. He's been okay recently. He's been better, but especially from like January to March, I'd say especially, he hasn't been good. And it looked like the Zuma from a couple of months ago, where he was just stretched out. He was just very leggy, very shit. And Emerson for 2 of the goals. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. The awareness is awful. From what I saw of the lineup, Bowen didn't play. I don't even know what the lineup was, to be completely honest with you, because I've literally just come back from work. I've got home at 7:30, and I'm here now, and I've got the games recorded on my TV, so I'm just kind of watching them back. And luckily that wasn't on TV, but one thing I will say with that not being on TV is the fact that this is why a lot of people gaslight us about this manager. Because they don't watch the game, because usually we're not on TV. And then they ignore the fact that we got battered. So then they tell us all about past achievements rather than telling us anything to do with the current form or what he's currently doing. But he's got you at 8th. I don't even know if it's 8th right now, but it won't be that long. It won't be long until we're like 10th, till we're 11th, till we're 12th. You never know with this season. I know Bournemouth and Fulham lost, but you never know. You never know. And it's just poor. It's just poor. Every time. I'm just glad it's nearly done. Oh yeah, by the way, Europe's done. In case you had that slight glimmer of hope. We talked about this on the match preview on the live stream. Thank you for everyone that joined that. If we're lucky, we get 6 points out of Palace and Luton. And to be specific, I said if we're lucky. Because today, why do we always struggle with the 3-4-2-1 formation under David Moyes? Every time he comes up against that formation, we seem to just not know how to counteract that. We seem to just try and match them up, go man to man, and not do anything with it. I don't know if we went man to man in this game, but what I did see from the highlights is Eze having the time of his life. And the thing is, I'm not even angry. I don't even get angry necessarily at the results anymore. I get angry at people telling us what we should think about our manager. If you're a non-West Ham fan and you're telling me about David Moyes and stuff, and you're trying to tell me about, oh, look at what he's done for you. Shut the fuck up and watch the games. Watch the games. Watch us play, and then let me know if you think we're a good team. If you still think we're a good team, then you're either blind or stupid. I'm sorry, like, it's getting to that point now where I'm like, I've got to stop being nice. I've got to stop being respectful, because I've tried to be respectful even about this manager. But even though our league position determines not as bad because we've been in worse league positions, doesn't mean it's a good season. It doesn't mean it's a good season. We was in Europe because we won the cup last season. That's why we're in Europe. He's got you in Europe. Yeah, no shit, we won the cup last season. It's not because of this season, is it? It's not because of this season. I'm sorry for the green glare in my eyes as the TV. But it's not because of this season, is it, that we're in Europe? It's because of last season, obviously. It's common sense. I didn't think we'd get much out of... I can't remember what game it was. I think it was international break, and Newcastle was our first game back. And I said, from Newcastle to the end of the season, I don't see us winning a game. We've won one game. We've won once. We've won against Wolves. Like, I look at the goals that we scored against Wolves. Forget the VAR decision. The corner and a penalty. What the fuck? And even with we got 2 goals today. Well, the goals they gave to us. Is back to type. These lot only play under pressure. It's actually the opposite of when teams bottle it. This West Ham United team only plays when there's pressure. When it's a cup game. Well, when it's a European Cup game. They only play when it's a London derby, or it's, well, not this London derby, but a Tottenham or Chelsea, or it's a fucking European game. That's all. Arsenal away. They only play under those kind of pressures. When it's Crystal Palace away, where there's not much on the line, even though we should be trying to get back into Europe, even though that was long gone. These lot have given up. All these players are chatting shit in the media about, oh, we'd like to get back into Europe. You're not playing like it. For the first goal, Fabianski, I expect better from you, coming out of your box and commanding your box. And same with Emerson's marking. I expect better from these players. But if every player, again, is looking shit, and I don't know how they performed in this game, but if every player is looking shit, who do you point to? The fucking manager. You point to the manager. I'll take my glasses off because I realise the green glare is a bit annoying. But how many times are we going to go through this? Just type in Simon Jordan David Moyes on YouTube, and you'll see Simon Jordan defending David Moyes about 3 or 4 times on TalkSport. They're peddling this nonsense out. Like people like Jason Cundy that have had a failed football career, so now he has to be a wind-up merchant on YouTube. This is the kind of stuff he's doing. Same with Jamie O'Hara. He's going on weird reality shows on New York. They've got to get their money somehow, and fair enough, you're getting your money like that. By the way, if there's more West Ham fans that let Jason Cundy be a joke around them and just start doing this, just lamp him. Don't let him near the fucking thing. Like Jason Cundy has made a fucking living of winding people up and trying to piss people off. And he's trying to disrespect our club. And then he's trying to give it all of this. Just stop. Oh, it does my head in. The narratives going on. And you'll get the same... I'm not going to say that word. You'll get the same weirdos on Twitter that will peddle out the same bullshit, the same narrative. I'm still confident in Moyes' ball. I hope you're confident at the end of the season. I hope you're confident on 1st of July, because that's when his contract expires. And if his contract does expire and he's gone, I hope you fuck off with him. Because you still want this. 4-1 Villa, 6-0 Arsenal, 5-0 Fulham, 5-2 Crystal Palace. Oh, we only got battered 4 times. Crystal Palace beat Liverpool last week. Yeah, what is it now? I told you last week we would get absolutely finished. I don't like. Where do we go from here in terms of this season? What the season's done. I'm trying to see fringe players now. I'm trying to see this manager gone, but I'm gonna have to wait probably a couple more months for that. But I'm trying to see links, like substantial links to managers, not some peddle out nonsense by Sullivan in the media. I'm trying to see links to players that don't look like they're going to be profiled by David Moyes. I'm trying to see links by managers that are linked via Tim Steidten as well. If I see the same bullshit managers that are linked, then I know exactly where we're going. I'd like to think that Tim Steidten's in charge of the footballing decisions now, otherwise there was no point of hiring him. This season has been mad. The fact that we're still around those places, and we're not going to finish in the European spots now, but the fact that we're still around there proves how bad this league is. The first half of the season, we are still living on. We have won 3 games in the league. We have won 4 games in all competitions this year. The 4th game was against Freiburg at home, where we lost the first leg. We didn't finish our chances, and we gave away the ball, and we sat back for the whole 90 minutes. We could have created more chances than we did. We're relying on 3 to 4 chances a game. Oh, I know what's a good idea. When you're getting battered, just put an extra defender on. What's a fantastic idea? So we don't get battered by even more, even though we keep conceding. Yeah, I wonder why the players are playing so bad, David Moyes. I wonder why. It's common sense at this point. It's common sense. Stop the gaslighting, please. I'm gonna take a break. I need to rest. I've had a long day. Luckily, I didn't get to watch the game. I'm sure, according to Alan Shearer, this is still fine. Just watch your team get bad because he has you 8th and because he won you a trophy last season. I'm not expecting a trophy year in, year out, but if you watched us last season, you would have known he should have ended on a high. But I'm sure, according to pundits that don't watch other teams, even though Alan Shearer probably should have watched that 4-3 game, where Moyes made the game-changing sub to put fucking Calvin Phillips on for Antonio for them to lose 4-3. If Alan Shearer even thinks those are both penalties, by the way, so surely Calvin Phillips is to blame for that. And guess who put Calvin Phillips on? David Moyes. But he'll ignore that. Of course he will. I'm sure according to Don Hutchinson that's fine as well. I'm sure according to fucking Gary Lineker it's fine. I'm sure according to Stuart Pearce that's fine. Like, I'm sure according to fucking Tony Bellew, who doesn't watch West Ham, he's only praising David Moyes because of fucking former Everton stuff. You can have him back, mate. You can have him back. Take him back then. Fucking take him. Don't watch us. I'm not going to do it. I was going to do his accent. I'm not going to. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're trying to hit 500 before the end of the year. 500 subscribers. And it would be great if you could subscribe. And social medias are in the description if you want to follow me and email for the inquiries. And also, I'm on a, as I said at the start of the video, I'm on a Talking Bulls channel live at 8 p.m. Roughly that time. And yeah, go subscribe to him. Go subscribe to Mark from Talking Bulls, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.